Success leaves clues. Every day I meet people who are working themselves to exhaustion, pushing harder and harder, yet finding themselves stuck in the same place. They're doing everything they've been told to do, working longer hours, sacrificing weekends, missing family time. But something's missing. I remember meeting James, a brilliant software developer in Silicon Valley. He would arrive at the office before sunrise and leave long after everyone else had gone home. His dedication was remarkable. His code was flawless. His work ethic? Unmatched. Yet, after 5 years, he watched his colleagues who worked fewer hours got promoted ahead of him. He couldn't understand why. That's when it hit me. We've been sold a lie, a well-intentioned lie, but a lie nonetheless. The lie that hard work alone is the key to success. This belief is so deeply ingrained in our culture that questioning it feels almost wrong. But here's the truth. Hard work is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. 20 years ago, I was exactly where many of you are now, working 16-hour days, grinding through weekends, pride myself on being the hardest worker in every room. I had the same belief system that many of you probably have right now, that if I just worked harder than everyone else, success would inevitably follow. Then something happened that changed everything. I watched as a competitor launched a company similar to mine and achieved in 18 months what had taken me 5 years to build. Their secret wasn't working harder, it was working differently. This experience shattered my understanding of success and forced me to completely rebuild my approach from the ground up. What I discovered was a revolutionary truth. Success is not a marathon of hard work. It's a sophisticated formula where hard work is just one ingredient. Have you ever seen someone who seems to achieve remarkable success without the backbreaking effort that others put? They're not lucky. They're not cutting corners. They've simply mastered other critical elements that multiply the value of their hard work. The good news, these elements aren't mysterious or out of reach. They're learnable skills and strategies that anyone can master. But first, you need to be willing to challenge everything you think you know about success. You need to be ready to work smarter, not just harder. Right now, you might be feeling a mix of skepticism and curiosity. That's good. That tension you're feeling is the first sign that you're ready for a transformation. Because what I'm about to share with you isn't just theory. It's a proven blueprint that has transformed thousands of lives, including my own. And it all starts with understanding why hard work alone, despite what we've all been taught, is not enough to guarantee success in today's world. The truth about success is both simpler and more complex than most people realize. And that's exactly what we need to understand next. Every morning, millions of people wake up believing the same thing I used to believe. That success is directly proportional to the hours they put in. They think if they just work harder, stay later, push further, everything will fall into place. I see it in their eyes during my seminars worldwide. That fierce determination mixed with exhaustion, that silent frustration of giving everything yet seeing minimal returns. Take Sarah, a talented chef I met in Chicago. She'd spend 18 hours a day in her restaurant kitchen, perfecting every dish, handling every detail. Her food was exceptional, her work ethic unquestionable. Yet after 3 years, her restaurant was barely breaking even, while a competitor down the street, open only for dinner service, was thriving with a 3-month waiting list. Or consider Michael, a sales professional who would make 300 cold calls daily, while his colleagues averaged 50. He was first in the office, last to leave. His dedication unmatched. His results, middle of the pack, month after month. He watched others hit their targets with seemingly less effort. These aren't isolated cases. They represent a painful truth I've observed across every industry, every profession, every level of business. Hard work in isolation is like trying to drive a car with only one wheel. You might move forward, but you'll never reach your destination efficiently. The real formula for success is far more nuanced. Picture success as a combination lock. Hard work is just one number in the sequence. You can keep spinning that one number forever, but without the other numbers, without the complete formula, that lock will never open. This complete formula, this success combination includes elements that multiply your efforts exponentially. Think of it like compound interest for your career. While others are working harder, pushing against the same walls, true achievers are working smarter, finding doors they can walk right through. I discovered this the hard way through years of trial and error. What's incredible? Once you understand this formula, everything changes. Your productivity multiplies, your impact amplifies, your results accelerate. And the most amazing part, you often end up working less while achieving more. But to grasp this formula fully, we need to start with perhaps its most crucial component after hard work, strategic thinking. Because when you combine hard work with strategic thinking, something magical happens. You stop being just busy and start being truly productive. You stop spinning your wheels and start moving forward with purpose. The difference between strategic thinking and just working hard is like the difference between strategic thinking and just working hard is like the difference between digging a well with a shovel or using a drilling machine. Both will get you water, but one will get you there faster, with less effort, and with better results. I learned this lesson through a conversation with one of my early mentors. He asked me a simple question that changed my entire perspective. If you had only 2 hours to chop down a tree, how would you spend those hours? I quickly answered, chopping as hard as I can. He smiled and said, I would spend the first hour sharpening the axe. This is what strategic thinking is all about. It's about taking a step back before moving forward. It's about understanding that every minute spent planning can save you hours in execution. But here's what most people don't realize. Strategic thinking isn't some lofty, abstract concept reserved for CEOs and business scholars. It's a practical skill that anyone can master. Look at Richard, a real estate agent I worked with. While other agents were making dozens of cold calls daily, Richard spent time analyzing market trends and building relationships with property developers. He realized that new construction projects would create waves of transactions. Within a year, he was handling more deals than his 3 closest competitors combined, working fewer hours and enjoying the process. Or consider Lisa, who owned a small bakery. Instead of just working longer hours to serve more customers, she analyzed her sales data. She discovered that 80 of her profits came from wedding cakes and corporate events. She restructured her business to focus on these high-value opportunities, doubled her income, and actually reduced her working hours. And strategic thinking means asking better questions. Instead of how can I work harder, ask what actions will give me the biggest returns. Instead of how can I do more, ask what should I stop doing. These questions lead to breakthrough insights that transform your results. Strategic thinking looks like in practice. I start each week with 30 minutes of planning. Ask yourself, what are my highest value activities? What tasks could I eliminate, automate, or delegate? What relationships should I nurture? What skills would multiply my effectiveness? These questions activate your strategic mind and guide your actions toward maximum impact. But remember, strategic thinking isn't a one-time event. It's a muscle that grows stronger with use. The more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. And when you combine it with specialized knowledge, when you combine strategic thinking with specialized knowledge, you create something extraordinary. You see, in today's world, being a generalist is like being a handyman in a world of master craftsmen. Sure, you might get by, but you'll never command the premium that specialists do. When you need heart surgery, do you look for a general doctor or a cardiac specialist? When your $1 million investment is at stake, do you consult a general accountant or a specialized financial advisor? The market always pays more for specialized expertise. I remember meeting Tom, a marketing professional who was struggling to stand out in his field. He was good at everything: social media, email marketing, content creation, paid advertising, but he wasn't exceptional at anything. His breakthrough came when he decided to focus exclusively on email marketing for e-commerce businesses. Within 18 months, he tripled his income and had companies competing for his services. Specialized knowledge isn't just about what you already know. It's about what you choose to master. It's about identifying the intersection of 3 critical elements. What you're naturally good at, what the market needs, and what you're passionate about. This sweet spot is where extraordinary success happens. Mary, a fitness trainer, discovered this truth the hard way. She spent years trying to help everyone. Weight loss, muscle gain, rehabilitation, senior fitness. She was working 60-hour weeks, but barely making ends meet. Then she made a crucial decision to specialize in post-pregnancy fitness. Today she has a waiting list of clients, charges premium rates, and works half the hours she used to. The path to specialized knowledge is systematic. Start by identifying your natural strengths. Then research where these strengths intersect with market demands. Invest in deep learning, books, courses, mentors, real-world experience. But most importantly, focus on solving specific problems for specific people. The narrower your focus, the broader your opportunities become. Remember, specialized knowledge creates leverage. It turns your time from a commodity into a premium service, but specialized knowledge alone isn't enough. To truly maximize its value, you need to combine it with something equally powerful, your network of relationships. Your specialized knowledge becomes exponentially more valuable when combined with strong relationships. Success isn't created in isolation. It's built through connections that multiply your opportunities and impact. I learned this truth early in my career when a 10-minute conversation with a stranger at a conference led to a partnership that transformed my business. This wasn't luck, it was the result of consistently showing up and genuinely caring about others' success. Consider David, a brilliant software engineer who struggled for years working solo. His breakthrough came when he started attending industry meetups, not to sell, but to solve problems. He would listen intently, offer solutions, and connect people who could help each other. Within a year, he had access to opportunities that no job board could provide. Today, he never has to look for work. Opportunities find him through his network. Building powerful relationships isn't about collecting business cards or growing your social media following. It's about creating genuine value for others before expecting anything in return. Take Jennifer, a consultant who made it her mission to help 3 people every week, expecting nothing back. She would introduce valuable connections, share industry insights, or offer thoughtful feedback. Her generosity created a network of allies who became her biggest advocates. The key is authenticity. Stop thinking about networking as a transaction. Think of it as planting seeds for future harvests. Every person you meet has a universe of connections, experiences, and opportunities that could align with your goals. But these treasures only become available through genuine relationships built on trust and mutual value. How to build these relationships systematically? First, identify the circles where your potential collaborators, clients, and mentors gather. Show up consistently. Listen more than you speak. Share your specialized knowledge generously. Follow up thoughtfully. Remember personal details. Celebrate others' successes. Most importantly, always ask yourself, how can I add value to this person's journey? But relationships also alone aren't enough. To truly succeed in today's complex world, you need to master something equally crucial: emotional intelligence and soft skills. Technical skills might get you in the door, but emotional intelligence determines how far you'll go once you're inside. I've seen brilliant professionals plateau while others with average technical skills soar to extraordinary heights. The difference: their ability to understand and connect with people. Remember Susan, the sales director who consistently outperformed her peers. Her secret wasn't just product knowledge. It was her ability to read the room, sense unspoken concerns, and adapt her approach instantly. She could walk into a meeting and immediately understand the emotional dynamics at play. That's emotional intelligence in action. The most powerful form of communication isn't in your words. It's in your ability to make others feel understood. Take Mark, a project manager whose team would move mountains for him. Not because he demanded it, but because he took time to understand their individual motivations, challenges, and aspirations. He turned a group of individuals into a cohesive unit by speaking to their hearts, not just their minds. Leadership presence isn't about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about creating an environment where others feel valued and heard. When you develop this skill, people naturally gravitate toward your ideas and vision. They follow you not because they have to, but because they want to. Trust is the currency of influence. You build it through consistent actions, genuine empathy, and unwavering integrity. Each interaction is either a deposit or withdrawal from your trust account. The best leaders maintain a consistently positive balance through authentic connections and reliable follow-through. But mastering emotional intelligence is just one piece. To stay relevant in today's rapidly changing world, you need something equally vital: adaptability and continuous learning. Success leaves clues, but these clues keep changing. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. I spent decades studying successful people, And there's one trait they all share. They're passionate learners who adapt fearlessly to change. I witnessed this firsthand with Robert, a bookstore owner facing extinction in the digital age. Instead of resisting change, he transformed his business into a community learning hub. He studied digital marketing, embraced e-commerce, and created hybrid experiences, blending physical and online interactions. While his competitors disappeared, his business thrived because he saw change as an opportunity, not a threat. Failure isn't your enemy. It's your teacher. Take Patricia, a tech entrepreneur who lost everything in her first venture. Instead of giving up, she performed a detailed analysis of what went wrong. She turned her failures into a roadmap for success. Today, she runs a thriving consulting firm helping other startups avoid the same pitfalls. The most dangerous phrase in business is, "We've always done it this way." Every industry is evolving at lightning speed. The skills that got you here won't get you there. That's why continuous learning isn't just an option. It's survival. Developing a growth mindset means seeing every challenge as a chance to improve. It means understanding that your abilities aren't fixed. They're like muscles that grow stronger with exercise. When you embrace this mindset, setbacks become setups for comebacks. But learning without proper time management is like having a high-performance engine with no steering wheel. You need to know how to direct your energy effectively. Time, the great equalizer. Everyone gets the same 24 hours, but why do some achieve dramatically more than others? The secret lies not in managing time, but in managing decisions and energy. I remember watching Kate, a senior executive, transform her productivity overnight. Her secret, she stopped doing 100 things adequately and focused on doing 10 things exceptionally well. She realized that being busy isn't the same as being productive. Your most valuable asset isn't your time. It's your energy and attention. Think of your energy like a battery with 4 bars. When all 4 bars are full, you can accomplish more in an hour than others do in a day. The key is identifying your high-value activities and aligning them with your peak energy period. Start each day by asking, what are the 3 activities that will move me closest to my goals? These are your power moves. Everything else is a distraction. Mark, a successful entrepreneur, tripled his company's growth when he started dedicating his morning energy, his strongest hours, exclusively to strategic planning and key client relationships. They come disguised as opportunities. That's why you need a decision-making framework. Before saying yes to anything, ask yourself 3 questions. Does this align with my goals? Is this the best use of my energy right now? What am I saying no to by saying yes to this? Energy management means understanding your natural rhythms. Sarah, a writer, discovered she could produce her best work in 3 focused hours each morning, rather than forcing herself through 8 scattered hours. She structured her day around these power hours and saw her productivity soar. But here's the game changer. Batch similar activities together. Handle all your emails at once. Schedule meetings back to back. Process all your decisions in one sitting. This minimizes the energy drain from context switching. Think of it like driving. You use less fuel making one long trip than several short ones. The most successful people aren't just efficient with their time. They are strategic with their energy. They understand that maintaining high energy levels through proper rest, nutrition, and exercise isn't self-indulgent. It's self-investment. Your energy capacity directly impacts your earning capacity. Remember, every yes to a low-value activity is a no to something potentially life-changing. Guard your time and energy fiercely. But time management alone isn't enough. In today's world, you need something equally powerful, a strong personal brand. Your reputation is like a shadow. It follows you everywhere, whether you manage it or not. In today's connected world, your personal brand isn't just what you say about yourself, it's what Google says about you when someone searches your name. Take Michael, a brilliant architect who struggled to attract high-value clients. His work was exceptional, but nobody knew about it. He started sharing his design insights on LinkedIn, writing about sustainable architecture, and speaking at industry events. Within months, clients were seeking him out, not the other way around. Your personal brand is built in moments when you're not in the room. Amanda, a corporate trainer, understood this perfectly. She created valuable content, shared industry insights, and helped others succeed. Soon, people were recommending her before they'd even met her. Her reputation preceded her opening doors that would remain closed. Authority isn't claimed. It's earned through consistent value delivery. Start by identifying your unique perspective. What insights do you have that others need? Share them generously. Create content that solves real problems. Engage authentically with your network. Remember, visibility without value is just noise. Your online presence should tell a compelling story, not just what you do, but why it matters. Each post, article, or comment should reinforce your expertise and values. This isn't about perfection. It's about authenticity and impact. Everything you share should answer one question. How does this help my audience succeed? But all these elements, hard work, strategy, knowledge, relationships, emotional intelligence, adaptability, time management, and personal branding, they come together in one final crucial moment. The moment of truth in your success journey isn't in knowing, it's in doing. Everything we've discussed today forms a powerful success blueprint. But blueprints don't build houses. Action does. You know, understand that hard work alone isn't enough. You've seen how strategic thinking multiplies your efforts, how specialized knowledge creates your edge, how relationships open doors, and how emotional intelligence amplifies your impact. You know the power of adaptability, the importance of time management, and the necessity of a strong personal brand. Here's what you must do starting tomorrow morning. First, audit your current approach. Where are you relying solely on hard work? Identify one area where strategic thinking could multiply your results. Next, commit to developing deeper expertise in your chosen field. Start building meaningful relationships. Reach out to 3 people who inspire you this week. The world doesn't reward good intentions, it rewards decisive action. Every successful person I've met made one crucial decision. They decided to stop accepting average results from extraordinary effort. They decided to work smarter, not just harder. 20 years from now, you won't regret the long hours or hard work. You'll regret the opportunities you missed because you were too busy being busy. Success isn't a destination. It's a journey of continuous growth and strategic action. Your breakthrough moment isn't coming tomorrow. It's here right now. The question isn't whether these principles work. They do. The question isn't, will you have the courage to apply them? Will you be bold enough to work differently, not just harder? The future belongs to those who not only embrace these principles, but live them daily. Your success story begins the moment you decide to stop running on the hamster wheel of pure hard work and start applying the success formula we've discussed today.